Isn't it funny sometimes? I found this to be true ever since I've moved here. Like you go into like Live Oak or something, or you go into these spots and it's like, yeah, we should write together. And then immediately like people are like looking at your Instagram to see if you're even worth the time.
Oh, 100%.
Isn't that crazy nowadays?
How many followers do you have? Like, I'll have people, instead of asking for my number, just ask for my Instagram.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. But it's, obviously social media is such a big part of entertainment, and it's a really important part. But it's also kind of like a dark part too.
So dark. Oh man. Was there ever a moment for you where you were like, was there ever a moment where you asked yourself, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be
always
this music artist anymore. Was there ever that moment?
I think a lot, honestly. Not because I don't love it, because I love it if it didn't have all of the stress and the like pressure around it. If I could like just do the music part without all the other parts.
Yeah.
But so like I'll have those conversations or like pray about it, where I'll be like, am I on the right path? Like just something, give me something that I'm like still supposed to be doing this, because it's hard. And there's so many times where I'm like putting in such an effort that maybe it doesn't feel like it goes anywhere, or it's like reciprocated, or a song that I like really believe in that just like doesn't do anything. And so but there's like something in me that will just not stop. Like my mom, I had a bad day the other day and my parents were in town, and my mom's like, have your bad day, but we both know you're gonna get up tomorrow and be like fired up even more because somebody said something that hurt my feelings or turned me down or whatever, and now that's like put ammunition on it kind of, or put like gasoline on it. But yes, all the time. I think most artists and musicians feel that way.
Yeah. Talk to me about Mama Porter.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
My parents are so awesome. Like I am so lucky that I grew up on a cattle and bison ranch. Like they have nothing to do with entertainment or, spotlight or fame or anything like that. Like they are so normal. But they're my best friends. Like I really hope that I have that relationship with my kids. But they're just like supportive and I think protective, obviously, of me, but they more than anybody believe that I'm like doing on the right path.
How did that relationship growing up kind of influence your faith today?
I think just having like such a strong foundation makes you like believe in love and believe in a lot of things. They've had a really like tight relationship. My mom's side grew up like very religious. My dad's side was religious, but like didn't like speak about it as much. But I think they've just like installed really good morals in all of me and my siblings.
That's so good. I love that you said that, because I feel like there's so many artists nowadays. It's like I found this to be true with myself too. It's like I come from a songwriting kind of background, and you write these songs and it's like you get in the studio and it's like, okay, how can we make a hit today? Like, let's do the song math. Let's, we'll start with the intro if we need to get them in the first 3 seconds. Let's do it with this type of sound and make it sound different. And you forget that like, let's just make a song to make a song. Like, let's just make it as personal as possible, and let's just say what we want to say instead of trying to guide this sort of story that we think is gonna hit the charts and stuff like that. How do you approach that stuff?
Well, you're totally right. I mean, that's like the Nashville scene. It's so, the amount of times that like I've said or heard people be like, but would radio play that? But like, would that get on Hot Country? Or, like that's such a goalpost, and it has to be. Like those are such important things that have helped me so much in my career. But I do think like the stuff that I've had the most success with, song-wise, has been songs that we tried not to think about that. You just tried to like come up with a feeling and like, let's just write this song and not think about the money behind it or whatever. But I struggle with that too. I mean, obviously that's the goal for a lot of people, and a lot of people want to write with you because they think that's the goal too. And it is a goal. But I think the best songs are the ones that like aren't written with that in mind.
Yeah. You can only do so much, you know, like the song's going to do what it's going to do afterwards.
Yeah. And you can't like force an audience to connect with a song.
No.
Like it has to come from your heart, and then hopefully they connect with it, and then hopefully it gets played on radio or on these playlists or whatever.